Alrighty folks, it's Tuesday. Yes, I'm still in my jammies and I'm probably not going to get dressed today. Tomorrow morning I go to Newton Wellesley Hospital. My sister picks me up at 7:30. I'll be going down. They're going to put me out. That's why I shaved everything off. Nice and clean. I want to get all the anesthesia I can. They're going to go in. And they're going to take my stomach, which is up in my diaphragm, and they're going to pull it down out of there. They're going to put 5 holes down here. They're going to drag it down out of the diaphragm, back where it belongs. They're going to sew in this massive hiatal hernia that allowed the stomach to work its way up in there. And then they're going to wrap the top of the stomach around gently there to help recreate a valve to keep the acid in the stomach. So, looking forward to that. It'll be nice to get knocked out, and when you wake up, you don't know what hit you. And the interesting part will be the month and a half afterwards to heal. So, anyways, I got inspired. I was just on Facebook. Someone from a guitar site made a comment about, what do I play to E major other than C sharp minor pentatonic? Now, I ain't been plugging in or playing, so I noodle sitting at the couch a little, but so I made comments in there, but I'm going to do a video to give a little demo. Obviously, C sharp minor pentatonic. It is E major. It is E major also. But the key is to learn it on the entire fretboard. That's why, you know, I'm assuming if this guy's asking that question that he doesn't know that C sharp minor on the entire fretboard. Everybody knows your one position. If you say, hey, G minor pentatonic, they go to that one block, or B, you know, and they play that one shape. You know, we're doing C sharp minor, so. Well, that C sharp minor, actually, you could start down here. That's also E major. You just favor going to the E note or the E harmony, the major third, which is a G sharp. Understanding your first, your third, and your fifth in a major format or minor format is very helpful also. So when I hear any chord progression in E major, then I always think right away when I hear the major flavor of really favoring that major third note. So I'm just using the 5 and the 3 and the root note E. And avoiding that minor entirely in a major flavor. So when I go up to that and I go up, I'm not doing any minor notes, which would be, you know, that's okay, you can get away with it because it's just a passing tone. But I prefer keeping it pure major, you know. You know, so learning your minor pentatonic, in this case C sharp minor, on the whole fretboard. Its lowest point to its highest point. And also learning to use the baby finger as much as you use the other fingers, you know, in all these blocks too. Kind of thing. And then the next block up. And then you get to your basic C sharp minor position. That's C sharp minor is also E major. Any minor pentatonic, right, whatever it is, let's say A minor, very common. Its major is the first note up from that you would play. In this case, it's C. So when you talk in C major, you would use A minor pentatonic everywhere, but lean towards the notes, the 5 and the 3 in the 5. In C, the 3 would be that E note. So back to the key of E, it's all the same. You just move everything for whatever key. So E major is totally, obviously, a whole nother ball game versus E minor. Although in a blues format and in a rock format, you can mix the two. You know, you could play a major chord. That's kind of E major-ish, or it's a power chord. It's not really pure major because you don't have that third in there. But you can get away with E minor pentatonic on playing over that. If it sounds good, it is good. But this guy asked a question about pure E major. So I made the comment, learn your C sharp minor pentatonic on the entire fretboard. The best way to get good at creating melodies is play to one chord. Find a track that just goes whatever. Why is it so muddy? All right, let's go on clean. Nah, let's leave it on dirty. Is find one chord, whatever you want. I like to, when I play major stuff, I like to favor like a major 7 and do it in a jazz kind of format, you know. All right, so major 7 is just simply taking, there's your major 7 note. That it's an E flat, but then all you need in there is your root note E and there's a major 3rd. That's a form of a major 7, or you could move the 1-5 and a major 7. You know, either or. It's just, but I love to play to those kind of chord progressions. Now I just did this, and that's an A major 7, and that's the major 3rd of the A. So anyways, it's all. So, and I also told him in the thing, learn your scale blocks. There's 7 scale positions. A person could learn all these in a week. You could sit with the 1 block a day, and just for a couple hours, and just go. And then what I did was I learned that do, re, mi everywhere it existed on the fretboard. You know, so I could play at any angle, this way, that way, up and down, or linear, you know. That kind of thing. But basically, the block's this way. That has a certain shape to it. Then that's the number 1 block for E major because you're starting with an E note. That shape would be the same if I was going to do F major. I just move that same shape like up 1 fret. You know, that shape is the first block shape. The second shape, starting with the F sharp note, the second note we play. So the second note up, starting there, then position, you start on the low E again with the third note you've played in the beginning. So, all the notes are the same ones I started with. I'm just starting with the next note up. You know, so and then I used to screw around with them with different counts, like 6 count, 5 count, 3 count, which would mean 6 count would be. You know, it's just going up one note at a time. And then you hear things when you do that, and some of them will stick with you and go, oh, that sounds cool. And then you throw that in your little memory box. And so the next block up from that, starting with A. But all the notes I'm going to play starting at A are still the notes I started with, you know, in the beginning. It's all E major what I'm doing right now. It's got a Lydian sound to it. That's why they call it Lydian mode. That would be playing the E major scale, but starting with the A note in E major and going up the notes of the E major scale, A to A. That's a Lydian sound. Back here at the G sharp, you start there and go to G sharp, it's a Phrygian sound. Kind of a minor flavor. The F sharp one's a Dorian flavor. And then your Ionian, your E, your Do, Re, Mi. Now up at the B note, we do the same thing. All the notes are E major, it's Mixolydian. B Mixolydian if you go B to B. And then your C sharp natural minor scale. And then the last one would be a low crane flavor at D sharp or E flat. It only has that modal name if you start with that particular note and go to that note, and that gives you that modal flavor. You can run in all 7 blocks and play any one of the 7 modes using all them blocks. So, and then back to your Do, Re, Mi. So there's a lesson for who I hope the guy sees it, asking what you can use to an E major groove, you know, and I love playing the jazzy, light, easy stuff. And just playing by ear, but I know where I'm going. I know what the notes are I can use and what they sound like, and I purposely, I'll play, like, look for phrasing that I want to hear. But I don't have to search for it in the dark, because no matter where I go, I know what notes I can use. So I just picture. You know, no matter what. Just to that one chord. What one? You know, that kind of thing. So my suggestion, if you want to play, be able to play to any chord progression outside of crazy metal and all that kind of stuff, but basically the easy listening country style or blues or rock, you gotta learn them 7 scale positions if you want to up your game, and certainly your pentatonic, you should know it so well that you can rip it up the entire fretboard in any key. Pick a key, G minor, you should be able to do it here, all the entire fretboard, and rip all over the place and keep it in G minor, if that's what you're going at, without thinking, you know. So you gotta get them 5 pentatonic blocks down, then they repeat themselves. You might have 10 of them available on the fretboard, you know, blocks for any key of pentatonic, and then the diatonic scale blocks. They're a must to me if you want to really become a real player. outside, and knowing what the notes are, knowing what you purposely want to harmonize using major third flavor or minor third, or you want to use that Phrygian sound, which is there's all these different things, but they're all in learning those scale positions. All right, I got to get going. I'm going to do some vacuuming and some house cleaning, and tomorrow's a big day for me, and I'm looking forward to feeling better. Have a good day, folks.